Zun, sign name Revelation, chapters 14 and 15. And I saw a Lamb standing at Mount Zion. With him were 144,000 who had the name of his Father written in their foreheads. Yahuwah! And I heard a sound from heaven like the roaring of great waterfalls or the rolling of mighty thunder. It was the sound of a singing choir accompanied by harps. A new song was being sung in the front of the throne of Alua and in the front of the 4 living creatures and the elders. No one could learn that song except the 144,000 who had been rescued from the earth, those who had immersed themselves in Yahuwah and called upon Yahuwah for salvation, and who dwelled and abided continually in Yahuwah. They had been rescued from the earth. You want to be part of the 144,000, part of the assembly of Philadelphia, that after the tribulation gets delivered from the great day of Yahuwah, from the great wrath, and rescued from the earth. You must have his name in your foreheads, upon you, over you. Hallelujah. Yahweh. Verse 4, they had not been defiled by women, no. And the woman who rides on the beast, they had not been defiled by all the man-made religion. They had not been defiled by that Catholic Church. They had not been defiled by her or her whore Protestant children. The circus, the church, they had not been defiled. They are spiritual virgins, and they follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They have been redeemed from humanity as the first fruits of Alua and the Lamb, the first fruits of Yahuwah, Mashiach. No falsehood was found in their mouths, and they are blameless before the throne of Alua. Oh, you better have the pure word, the pure scriptures, the truth scriptures, the pure translation of the word. Hallelujah. And I saw another messenger flying across the sky. It had the eternal good news to announce to the people from every race, tribe, language, and every nation on earth. The messenger shouted, "Worship Alua and give him esteem. The time has come for him to judge everyone. Kneel down before the one who created the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all the fountains of water. Before Yahuwah." The second messenger followed that and said, "The great city of Babel has fallen. This is the city that made all the nations drunk and immoral. Alua has shown his anger, and now Babel has fallen." Finally, a third messenger followed them and shouted with a loud voice, "This is what will happen to any person who worships the image of the beast, who receives the mark of the beast on their hand or forehead. They will have to drink the wine of the wrath of Alua, which is prepared for anyone who is caught in the cup of his anger. They will be tortured with fire and with burning sulfur in the presence of the set-apart messengers and in the presence of the Lamb as they look on. And the smoke from their suffering goes up forever. There is no rest, night or day, for anyone who worships the beast and his image, and for those who receive the mark of his name." have the mark of the beast, or the mark of Yahuwah, being immersed in him, having his name in your forehead, walking in his ways, keeping the commandments, the Moedim, and his laws. Where you be lawless and of the beast. Verse 12. Because of this, the set apart ones must have endurance by guarding the commandments of Yahuwah and by keeping their faith in Yahuwah Mashiach. Then I heard a voice from heaven say, "Write this down. Highly favored are those who die in the Master from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, they can rest from their hard work. They have been rewarded for the great things they have done. Yes, endure to the end. Remain faithful. Faithful unto death even. For the great eternal reward. Hallelujah." Then I looked and saw a bright cloud, and someone who seemed to be the Son of Man was sitting on the cloud. He wore a gold crown on his head and held a sharp sickle in his hand. A messenger came out from the Ayakal and shouted, "Start cutting with your sickle! Harvest time is here, and the harvest on the earth is ripe." The one who sat on the clouds swung his sickle on the earth, and the harvest was reaped. Another messenger with a sharp sickle came out of the Ayakal in heaven. After this, a messenger with the power of fire came from the altar and shouted to the messenger who had the sickle. He said, "All the clusters of the grapes of the earth are ripe. Harvest them with your sharp sickle." And the messenger swung his sickle on the earth and cut off the grapes. He gathered the grapes from the earth and threw them on the winepress, that great pit. They were trampled on because the wrath of Yahuwah. The pit where the winepress was located was outside the city, and when the grapes were mashed, blood flowed out from the winepress. The blood turned into a river that was as high as the bridle of a horse, and it flowed for almost 200 miles. Chapter 15. Then I saw another great and powerful sign in the sky. There were 7 messengers with 7 plagues, and these are the final plagues, because with them the wrath of Yahuwah is brought to an end. Then I saw what looked to be a sea of glass mixed with fire. Those who were victorious over the beast, its image and the number of its name were standing by the sea of glass. They were holding harps from Yahuwah. They sang the song of Masha, the servant of Yahuwah, and the song of the Lamb. Yes, they will be singing to Yahuwah Mashiach, who is Yahuwah and the Lamb. They were singing to the Master, to Yahuwah, who is the Lamb. Allah, meaning the great mighty one. You, meaning is, and Yahuwah is Yahweh. Hallelujah. And they sang, "Great and marvelous are your works, O Master Yahuwah." They are singing the song, "Remember the Lamb," and they're singing it to the Master, and they're singing it to Yahuwah, who is the Master, who is Yahuwah and the Lamb, Yahuwah Mashiach. They sang, "Great and marvelous are your works, O Master Yahuwah, the Al-Shadi. Righteous and true are your ways, O King of the ages, O Master, who would not fear you and esteem your name. You alone are set apart. All the nations will come and fall down to worship before you, because your righteousness, your righteous acts have been revealed." Hallelujah. After this I looked, and heaven was opened, and I saw the Ayakal that had the covenant witness in it. The 7 messengers who have the 7 plagues came out of the Ayakal. They were dressed in pure, bright linen and gold sashes around their waists. Then one of the 4 living creatures gave the 7 messengers 7 gold bowls that were full of the wrath of Allah who lives forever and ever. And the Ayakal was filled with smoke from Allah's esteem and his power. Hallelujah. And no one was able to enter the Ayakal until the 7 plagues from the 7 messengers were completed. The truth scriptures, pure